Margaria-Kalamen power test is an assessment that monitors athletes' strength and power of the lower extremities and helps coaches to see if the athlete's training program is effective. The intended audience for this video is strength and conditioning coaches and exercise professionals. The learning objectives covered in this video will cover the testing procedures, test scoring, test reliability and disadvantages, and past research.
The required equipment will be a tape measure, a stopwatch or timing system, a scale, and cones to mark off each third step.
Measure the height of the step with your tape measure. The height should be 7 inches or 18 centimeters high.
After measuring the steps, measure a run-up area of 20 feet or 6 meters. Mark steps 3, 6, and 9 with cones so that the participant knows which steps they need to land on for the test to be completed. Prior to starting the test, explain the procedure to the participant. Determine the tester's weight in either pounds or kilograms using your scale.
Have the subject complete a general warm-up, and then for safety considerations, allow them to practice the test so that they land on the proper steps and they can do the test with maximal effort. Once they're ready, it's time to start the test. Have the tester sprint towards the stairs from the 20-foot starting point and up the stairs. They must land on each third step for the test to count. If you are not using timing gates and using a stopwatch, it is up to the recorder to hit start when the participant hits step 3 and stop once the participant touches step 9. Allow 3 trials of the test with 2 to 3 minutes recovery between each trial. Take the fastest time of the 3 trials.
Now that we have the data collected, it is time to calculate the power output from the tester. The equation is as follows, where P, power, will yield watts, W, the tester's weight, in newtons, H, height of the steps in meters, and T, the time interval in seconds. First, we must convert the tester's weight into newtons. If we obtain the weight in pounds, we will multiply the weight by 4.45. If we obtain the weight in kilograms, we will follow the same procedure, but we will multiply the weight by 9.807 to obtain the same number in newtons. Now we have our W value. Each step in this video was measured as 7.8 inches. The elevation from the third step to the 9th step is calculated. To convert inches to meters, you will multiply 46.8 inches by 0.0254 and obtain 1.19 meters. Now you have your H value. The time it took the tester from step 3 to step 9 was 0.57 seconds. This is your T value. We can now plug the numbers into our equation. Our power output is 1,937.97 watts. Let's take a look at how our tester compares to published normative data. Our tester is 31 years old. His power output in watts is calculated to be 1,937.97. If we look at the normative data and find the column for males, ages 30 to 40, we can see that our tester's power output is excellent.
The ability to successfully conduct this test requires the availability of steps of the appropriate height and with a clear run-up area. In terms of reliability, the accuracy of this test will be reduced if a stopwatch is used instead of timing mats for measurement of time due to human error. If you are using a stopwatch, you should try to have 2 people record simultaneously and use the average of the 2 measurements.
A study by Saylor et al. Included the Margaria-Kalamen test to assess anaerobic power in collegiate football players. The researchers found that due to the large weight range, linemen exhibited significantly less explosive ability. They subdivided the group into a heavy and a light category. They found that lighter linemen were almost twice as powerful when compared to their heavier counterparts after using data from their Margaria-Kalamen test.
In summary, The Margaria-Kalamen Power Test is a reliable and valid test that will provide strength and conditioning coaches a relatively safe and low-cost option to measure power of the lower extremities. Utilizing the data found from this test, coaches can make adjustments to their programming to make sure their athletes are getting the proper training stimulus.